No, the camera.
I know what are we gonna do.
I don't know. We should just... No, it's okay. We could just stream it like this.
I don't think they'd like that.
Just like a black screen.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
Oh, I mean, I guess I could. Hold on, where's my mouse?
Her game hasn't popped up either. Oh, there.
It was loading. What? We're not whispering. You're I don't.
We're not really here.
We're not here.
Ooh, the ghost of Raven and Hecubus.
Oh no, they can see us now.
We're here. We are here. We are here. We are here.
Oh, I wasn't gonna do a SpongeBob reference.
It's not SpongeBob.
Oh.
It's Horton Hears a Who.
I just assume they're all SpongeBob.
Horton's people don't believe that he can actually hear the Who's on.
Whenever I hear the like we were here, it makes me want to be like we're here, we're queer, you know. You know. What do we want? Rights. When do we want them?
Now.
You know. Yeah.
We're here. We're queer. Give us a light beer.
I don't want a light beer.
We're here. We're queer. Give us a Larry's lemonade.
Larry's lemonade. I haven't had one of those in a minute. I think we still have some in the fridge though.
Browncoat says, I forgot this was in a different game, and I was like, don't stand still, you're wasting time.
Yeah, this is not pathologic. It's fine.
And if you take that potion, then you can't give it to little Jimmy in the barn, and then you won't be able to save everybody, and then the whole part of the town will still be red.
I mean,
and then those things will call you fat and ugly.
You can only...
No, they're pointing, right?
What do they call them again? I don't know, the Plaguers or something? No, they have...
We'll just restart the game, you know?
They have fun nicknames for all of them.
Okay, that is so annoying.
I know, every time, because I was like, I turned the music down for a little bit, right? Yeah. And then they're like, we can't even hear the music. And I'm like, oh, my bad. I want them to be able to hear the music.
Do you?
Because most of the time it's just like nice, fun, soft piano. And then once in a while, somebody just gets really angry at one of the piano keys and just ding, ding, ding. And it feels like it's a bit much, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, that's where we're at.
Am I a doctor in 2 Point Hospital?
Yeah,
I'm a doctor, I remember.
Yeah,
now.
I have 4 hospitals now.
Is there a 2 Point Hotel? I wasn't there when you answered that.
I didn't answer, Celestine did.
Oh, okay. I left the chat by that point. Bronco says, I'm at work, sadly. I'll have to watch the VOD tomorrow. Well, enjoy work. P.S. Buy me a beanie.
Yeah, get her all that perk merch.
Perk merch. Perch. Hi, Celestine.
Hey, Cel.
You didn't do your cool intro. How do I know you're really here?
Right? It could be an imposter.
It could be an imposter.
Okay, so... peaceful photos. Alright, we want to get to the sewer entrance, I guess. Old sewer entrance off of Black Pine. Okay.
I was like, I don't know what that says. Painscreek? Painscreek. There we go. So creepy.
It's a little creepy, yeah. And you know, I don't know if I really had crawling around in the sewer as, you know, something I was wanting to do. But I think we'll find down there bodies.
Yeah.
I think Scott killed somebody.
Well, we're gonna find maybe little Jimmy.
Okay, so off to the right somewhere. It's a sweet, innocent turret.
Is it the stupid turret that was accidentally killing all of its friends? Wasn't that a thing that happened? I believe you, Celestine. That is the sweet turret because you're a sweet person.
Mm-hmm. Is it on here? Old sewer entrance.
You know, Raven and I were talking about coming to see you, and I was like, you know what? I wonder it was led astray by Gladys. Gladys or GLaDOS?
GLaDOS.
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 Anyway.
You don't say that.
But we were like, we were talking about New Zealand for some reason, and I was like, how much money do you think we could give Celestine to move back to New Zealand with us, and then we could all just live together?
I don't think she really wants to live in New Zealand, otherwise she would be...
I like her life. I mean, you know. She's a mysterious woman. Who knows what she wants?
What do you think an old sewer entrance looks like?
Probably a sewer grate, like a Ninja Turtle thing, you know? A manhole. Or like a giant gate. Could look like a gate inside like a tunnel situation.
This is just somebody's house.
It's not open. It's locked.
Is this... so... This implies that it's like... But these aren't the streets. These are the sewers underneath.
Okay, so go to the mayor's mansion. If you get permission to live in New Zealand, then I'll live with you. Okay. She said she'd live with us. She can make us hot cocoa. And chocolate chip cookies. Chocolate chunk cookies.
Yes.
No snacks.
Agreed. Okay. This photo shows old sewer entrance. So this is where we're at.
Mm-hmm.
Old sewer entrance. Just a matter of how accurate is this stupid map.
Yeah, so it's got to be in someone's house. Or in this alleyway.
You sort of indicated it off to the left here. Is it here somewhere?
Yeah.
I've never seen this before because I was like, we've gone down these stairs, but like coming down, I didn't really realize it jumped off like that.
Like I said, it's like in a weird cave thing. Yes! Success.
Okay, we're in the sewers now.
We're in the sewers.
That's where we wanted to be.
I'm in the Pizza Hut. I'm in the Taco Bell.
Look for the Ninja Turtles.
I'm in the combination.
I'm hoping, I would love to find the Ninja Turtles over anything else that we could find, but I'm sure we're gonna find not fun things.
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What other kinds of Ninja Turtles would there be?
I don't know.
Alright, so looking at this map, we're here now. As long as there ain't any Zerks. No kidding. Left to the mayor's mansion. I wonder what these lines indicate.
Probably gates.
So, if we're looking at it like from here, if we go left, we'd get to the mayor's mansion.
Let's do that.
Well, it's all wet.
Nothing like good old gray water to get you going.
So is this gonna, like, open up other places we could get to?
It's locked.
It doesn't look locked, just can move the bar. What the? Okay. Top's been sealed shut. Okay. So we can't get up to the mansion property.
Do you still have the key? No. Okay.
Okay. The other way we go. Do anything with these barrels? No. I'm just curious what this is going to gain us, and why Scott was used. I mean, I know that they didn't see Scott for a while, which implies. Okay, so yeah, there's a gate. There's the gates.
Get over there.
Like, was Scott living down here for a while? Okay. So, this leads to more. Let's go this way because there isn't anything this way. Go take the shorter route, see if this even opens. Okay, just want to make sure we know for sure this is a dead end. Okay. So he marked little other, like, doors?
Okay. Yeah, so there's a door to the left. Okay. Why does their sewer look more like a cellar?
I know, I was like, their sewer is massive, just for the record.
The Undercity.
I need a cat to help me get through here. Okay, so...
Oh, go to the postal office. Towards the postal office. Yeah, that's what it looked like to me. Here.
Another little door, yeah.
No keys.
Right? Like, if he was using these to get around, you'd think he'd have other ways of opening some of these doors. Okay.
Oh, he's got that X'd out. Look at it. It says X'd out the Postal Service.
Well, because it's a dead end. He can't get through this. That's what the X is indicating, is this.
I am here. I had to tend to some dirty dishes, but I am here. Or just dishes.
Don't worry, Big Bard, you didn't miss anything.
We're in the sewer.
We got into the sewer, but we haven't found anything of note just yet.
And our camera wasn't working when we first started, so we were ghost for a little bit.
So this is here. So to the left goes to the residential houses. So far we found a bunch of doors that we can't open.
Pointless.
How did you get around down here, Scott?
You would think that, you know, if he died, he'd have all the keys. Or maybe, is there a... Yeah, there's a jail. But there's nothing in the jail. We already inspected the jail. It's the first thing you look at.
Maybe we need those tools, you know, something to, like, pry open or cut the bars or something. What's in the box? I'm not going anywhere. Tell me when we're scared of a radio.
Oh, I was thinking, what was it called? Yay! 7 with, like, Brad Pitt.
Yeah, the head.
Mm-hmm.
That's just what it reminded me of. Okay, so where are we at? I mean, it's a rather good map. Just, you know, it wasn't helpful when you can't get through most of the things. Okay, we're popping up somewhere.
So where does it bring us? Mansion to where?
We weren't at the mansion.
We were close to the mansion, so if we head to the mansion.
We're in the hospital!
Yay!
But no, we weren't.
We were here, and this is the mayor's mansion, so I'm indicating that it's close to the mansion.
Oh. Well, technically we entered here from topside.
Okay, then what do you want me to name it then?
Nothing, it's
okay.
fine. I didn't understand your notes, that's all.
Okay, good.
Okay. Alright, we're in. We came out of the janitor's closet.
A morgue.
Oh, why are we at the morgue? And of course that door opens.
A coin? A sewer
No,
thing.
it's the sewer.
Ew.
Well, the drainage.
True?
I wish. Do any of these open?
Probably not.
Thank God. You're investigating dead people. Like, yeah, but I don't want to see the dead people. Okay. Who is this?
Irrelevant.
Why is it irrelevant? I would absolutely look at those. Oh,
Keys.
hey, keys.
And a wallet.
Oh shit, it's the PI.
Stephen Moss.
Yeah. Okay. We don't see the dead people, but the dead people see you. Okay, so we know he got into the morgue. BH? Briefcase key. Alright, here we go. What's really interesting, because all the people that lived here died in 95. And so he obviously didn't come here until much later, so I'm really curious what happened to the PI. Like, who was still here that would have attacked him, and why? Alright, April 16th, 97. I called Dorothy last week. She told me something interesting about Sophia. There was a puzzle that she received from Matthew when she first started working at the mansion. Sort of a birthday gift for her. In that puzzle, Sophia was to visit both hers and Matthew's favorite locations in Painscreek. In each location lies a clue that Matthew had written on the wall of the building exterior. The clues, when put together, will point to her the location of her gift. I thought that was a neat idea. Sophia's favorite places: Anne's courtyard, the bridge over the stream by the gate entrance, and the post office.
Do you want me to write that down?
Yes.
Okay.
Just for easy reference. Why would someone like the post office? And where can I find Matthew's favorite places? No, so hopefully they didn't leave any bodies behind when the town shut down. Yeah, I know. If they died like 4 years ago, imagine. Dingbart says, did the PI get in here, or did whoever attacked the PI stole his wallet and carried it down here? Valid. Valid. I received an anonymous message this morning. It claimed that Scott wasn't Vivian's killer. Unfortunately, that's all I got. I've had my doubts whether Scott really killed Vivian. He sure had the motive, but upon reading all his diaries and looking through his investigation notes, I can't help but think that Scott didn't kill Vivian. On the contrary, he was trying to find out who killed Vivian, as well as what really happened to Andrew Reed and Dr. Johnson. I still don't know if this anonymous person is a man or a woman, but they've helped solidify my thoughts on Scott. Received another message yesterday. It told me to look into Bernard, the mansion's butler. I can't help but feel that this person is trying to tell me something, but not exactly what. The message said I will find something in the house. Today I received a key in the mail with the initials BH. Does it stand for Bernard's house? I've searched everywhere and read all of Bernard's diaries. Something just doesn't add up. Maybe it's just a hunch, or simply that I'm thinking too much, but would he have really killed Vivian? There's something else about his entries that just make me pause and wonder if he was indeed a murderer. I photographed all the pages. Okay.
Records.
Ow. Straight in. It's very dark down here, guys. Is there gonna be some way to turn the power on in here? Because that would be great. Storage.
A hammer.
We have a tool!
Nice.
You guys know what that means. I'm gonna use the hammer on everything. When in doubt, hit it with a hammer.
Mm-hmm.
Shovel. Reflex, sorry.
Reflex.
Electrical room! Alright, we're just gonna hit things with hammers until it turns on. Oh, of course it needs a push.
Okay. Yay!
Should it work?
I don't know, turn on that light. Yay!
We have power in the hospital again!
You did it!
Does that make you feel like that someone very intentionally turned that off?
I don't know, check any of the breakers.
Well, if it was just a breaker trip, then I would have had to trip one of these to turn the power back on. That switch being all the way down implies someone flipped the switch.
Well, this last gate door was unlocked, so maybe.
That makes me a wee bit nervous. Alright, we can use the elevator now, right?
No. Check the hallway door, see if you can unlock it.
Well, it's probably open from this. Yeah. Somebody. Yeah, okay, so it doesn't have a key on the side, it's just a turn lock. Oh my god, if I could highlight it correctly. That was definitely a blur, right?
Yes, okay. I was like, I don't know, it didn't say anything.
Yeah, they made me block it. So I can't see it on the screen now, so there's a delay before I realize if it was a blurb or not. I know. It's mean like that. Alright, cool beans.
Alright, let's go open that frickin' door.
Hospital map. Alright, so we covered the basement. So now we should be on the first floor. My blurb was the cartoon He-Man. Oh. It's down this way, right? Yes. Turn on all the lights now. Okay, so this is the doctor's office. So supposedly Henry's office, since it was his key card that opened it. Oh, can we get some water?
Facsimile. Vivian Roberts, 1 Maple Drive, Painscreek, Newland, 28115, May 29th, 1983. Dr. Henry Johnson, 45 Black Pine Road, Painscreek, Newland, 28115. Dear Dr. Henry Johnson, I would like to thank you for your what does that say?
Contribution.
Yep, that's what that says. For your contribution to the Painscreek Community Hospital and the people of Painscreek for the past 2 decades. Wow, that's a long time. However, there have been reports regarding the mishandling of funds designated for PCH, most of which came from the Roberts Relief Fund. This support was meant to help with the purchases of medical equipment and supplies. Since a sum of nearly $160,000 has been estimated missing, we have no other choice except to open an investigation. Until you are able to explain the discrepancies between your accounting, and ours, we have no choice but to suspend all funding for the hospital for the time being. I will be meeting you and your accountant to solve these issues so we may continue to support the hospital's needs. Sincerely, Vivian Roberts.
You know what's kind of effed?
What?
Like, yes, obviously he's embezzling and that's bad. But she did, like, use him to kill her mother-in-law.
What are you talking about?
And I'm not saying that that gives him the right to do what he wants, but, you know, you'd think she would have, like, shied away, you know, could have turned the cheek to some embezzling, knowing that he helped murder her mother-in-law for her.
Hey.
Oh my god, 203. I'm just saying, like, you're gonna fire the man and stop giving him funding. You know that he knows that you killed your mother-in-law?
To Charles Roberts, I don't know if it's a joke that you sent me the threat letter, but if you knew about the well, then you must have found out the truth. Just so you know, your wife was the one behind all of it. If you have any grudge, it's with her, not me. I was just a witness in Sophia's death, nothing more. Henry Johnson, June 30th, 1995. Back to tomorrow.
Two can keep a secret if one of them is dead.
Oops, was there anything else?
Yes. I know what you did last summer. Meet me by the well at midnight. You know which one. Come alone.
So he thinks Charles sent him that.
But isn't that the same message that Vivian got?
I believe so, yes.
But Dr. Johnson went missing first.
Probably Scott. But anyway.
Henry, I just received a letter from the NMB investigation firm regarding the use of the RRF funds. I need you to call me. Henry, we really need to talk. Please call back.
It's probably Vivian.
What's going on, Henry? Why aren't you returning my calls? This is really important.
I would have given her a more sophisticated voice. She sounded like a whiny little bitch. No.
Yeah. The shoe fits. Jackson and Lewis. So we had lots of awards.
No weird religious book.
Who's a man of science?
You can believe in science and God.
It's just a joke.
Jeez.
It's just a joke, Han.
Mm-hmm.
The E was odd. What was odd about the E? Oh, in the...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all of the E's were off by a little bit.
We had to solve that puzzle. Remember when we did the Perot game?
Yes. Yeah, it is weird that it's just the E. Because I was like, yeah, they're trying to make it look like it was... They're trying to make it look like it's on a typewriter kind of thing. Find the Necronomicon. Big Word states, so clearly the doctor never got around to sending that fax if the post-it note is still on it. Correct. That would be my assumption. So, he helped Vivian, he knew about Sophia. He helped Vivian kill her mother-in-law. Then Vivian found out he was embezzling funds. And Vivian had him killed so that he couldn't blackmail her about Sophia?
I guess. Or Charles had him killed.
That also because it was written on a typewriter, you 90s kids. I meant the game was trying to make it look like it was written on a typewriter.
Mm-hmm. Possible. Bingo Bard.
Okay, so 203, I assume that means it's to room 203?
At the, oh yeah,
Patient
could be
room
here.
203, 4. So second floor.
Here.
Alright, so let's yonder upstairs. Alright, so we're on the second floor.
Yonder.
We haven't been up here with power yet, so it's 208. Screw. 210.
Go down this hallway.
Yeah, it's around the other way. You're right.
Yep.
I understand.
Mm-hmm.
6, 7. Oh, 3. Do we know whose room this was? Do you remember? Is it written down somewhere?
Probably. Give me a second.
Bathroom's locked.
Exam room 203 is Trisha, I think. Yeah.
Oh, there are a lot of books here. Lots of storybooks. They said something about her taking her books. Looks like somebody, like... Oh yeah, that definitely looks like Trisha. She also had a bunch of VHS tapes.
Happily Ever After. 203. 503. SOS. 503. Hold on, writing it down.
Bunch of milk. Some cereal. Why can't we watch any of these tapes? So Happily Ever After, is it possible it's just a movie?
Or like a family day. Could be a movie.
But it looks like she had a lot of fiction books. Maybe she also had some movies brought up. Oh, we finally find out how he died.
Oh, okay, good. Alright, the Painscreek Herald, November 17th, 1995. Scott Brooks' body found by jogger with multiple stab wounds to the heart. Scott's body was found behind a bush on Maple Drive. The police are currently investigating the case. Police do not know if this is tied to the murder of Vivian Roberts by Daniel Hudson. Scott Brooks, a star suspect in the Vivian Roberts case, was found dead yesterday. His body was found on the roadside along Maple Drive. At around 6:50 a.m., a jogger happened to find a body lying motionless behind a bush on the side of the road. He stopped to check if the person needed help, only to notice that the body was covered in blood. He immediately called 911. The police arrived shortly at around 7 a.m., and the victim was declared dead. The estimated time of death was predicted to have happened 4 to 6 hours prior, putting the incident to have occurred around 1 to 3 a.m. Questions have been raised in regards to the murder of Vivian Roberts, of which Scott Brooks was the key suspect of. He had been released from prison due to insufficient and continued page 5.
Oh, so it sounds accidental to me. He fell onto my knife. He fell onto my knife 9 times.
He had it coming. A key.
Looks like a room key. Which room? Oh, it's gotta be Dorothy. Dorothy's bedroom. So this is her diary. 1995. Yesterday, I'm hearing that Scott was apprehended for the murder of her mother. Trisha collapsed. The hospital called this morning to inform us that it was just a nervous breakdown. However, they've suggested that she should stay there for another few days. Charles is asking me to stay by her side. Okay. The hospitals would never admit you to stay for a couple of days just because you had a slight nervous breakdown.
Well, they're rich and it's a small town.
That would cost way too much money. They would be like, we need the beds. Get the
Well,
F
it's
out of here.
$19.95.
Take some Xanax and go home.
Xanax. Take some Xannies.
Alright.
Okay.
It rained today. Trisha has always hated the rain. She stayed in bed, tucked under the blanket, nearly the entire day. Here and there, she mutters Scott's name out loud. She's cried herself to sleep a few times. It pains me to see her like this.
Blame it on the rain.
Charles visits Trisha almost every day. Today, he was quieter than usual. All of a sudden, he told me that Vivian had been seeing another man, apparently a banker, for more than a year.
Damn.
He asked me if Vivian ever talked to me about it. I said I didn't know anything, but was sure that Vivian would never have done such a thing. Then I realized that Trisha was awake. I'm not sure if she heard our conversation. Of course she fucking did. Sheriff Howard came today. He asked me if I remember seeing anything suspicious the night Vivian died. I've already told him everything I know. It's frustrating to be asked over and over about things that I just want to forget. Before he left, I asked if Scott could really be the killer. He said he's wondering the same thing. If Scott was not the killer, then who killed Vivian? Derek came by to see Trisha. I asked him how he was doing. He said that the medical expenses for a wander were more than he expected. Even with Charles's help, he's been forced to use up most of his savings. He's currently searching for a second job. He asked me if there was a future for him. Traveling with Charles made him see some of the rather ugly sides of the world. His mother is hospitalized with terminal cancer, and seeing his best friend Trisha like this pains him. I didn't know what to tell him.
His crush that he'll never be with.
Before he left, he leaned close to her and whispered, "Would it have been better if Scott just never showed up? Would you have chosen me?"
Jack up.
I wish that I'd never heard that. Okay, unless you had money and you kind of owned the hospital. Yeah, I suppose.
Pick me.
I suppose.
Choose me.
Wow.
Shut up, Derek. Loser. Whispering that into an unconscious woman's ear. Do you love me now?
I know, like, she probably heard you.
I know if I was Trisha, I'd be pretending to be asleep. I'd be like...
Alright, well, this should be the room. This should get us into Dorothy's
Derek,
room.
he was the chauffeur?
Yes. He had a crush on Trisha. It's very clear. He had a crush on her since they were little, but when Scott showed up, she changed interest.
But they can't be together, her and Scott, because they're
Briefcase
half related.
Have we seen Scott's briefcase?
We saw a briefcase.
This is gonna be Dorothy's bedroom key, I'm guessing. This is probably Scott's briefcase. And BH, he said maybe it stood for Bernard's house, but he didn't find anything when he searched his house.
I think we did see a briefcase, but I don't know where.
Probably in his hotel room?
Maybe. Dorothy is a blabbermouth. Okay. That's a good note. That's a good note. Let's try that. I don't think I have that note.
BH. What else could BH stand for?
I don't know. Can we look at a list of the people real quick?
I mean, Bernard Hopkins is his initials.
Okay, so then, anybody else? No?
The only B name that we know is Bernard.
Any H's? No. Like first name H's? No. Alright, let's do it. Where does Bernard live?
Well, let's go to the ones we know first.
Okay.
I'm just trying to theorize while we walk. What else BH could stand for. He didn't have a briefcase here, right? I don't think. Just double check. Boathouse.
Bedhead.
Bedhead?
For the bed and breakfast.
Really?
Bookstore. No.
Big Ho. That's a good.
Big Ho.
That's a good clue, Night Owl.
As in like a farming tool, or like as in like That girl Becky's such a hoe. Which one?
He was this one.
Becky with the good hair.
Oops.
I was like, you tried the room key, not the... Yes! Okay.
Alright, he said he photographed everything, so let's see. Autopsy report for Andrew Reed. 3rd-degree burns.
That's right.
Kind of suspected that, yep.
Pneumothorax.
800 hours. 44-year-old white male with burns found at home, pronounced dead at the scene. 3rd-degree burns found across body, completely charred over the head, face, neck, and hands, heavily charred across the front and back of the body, legs, and feet. It's very burned. Closer inspection reveals punctured lungs with an object similar to a switchblade or small knife. Pneumothorax is a possible cause of death, but body is too burnt to confirm.
Hold on. Don't change it yet.
So that implies maybe somebody stabbed him first. They stabbed him and then left him in there to burn so that they could make it look like an accident.
I just wanted to get that he had punctured lungs.
Mm-hmm. Autopsy report for Henry Johnson. Exsanguation.
Alright. Henry Johnson.
Dental records.
That's the doctor?
That's the doctor. 61-year-old white male pulled out of car, submerged in lake. Victim's lungs do not contain water. Oh. Which shows that he did not die by drowning. Due to the prolonged submerging of the body in water, the estimated time of death might not be accurate. Estimated time of death is between 12 to 16 days. Top right side of the skull, leaning towards the front and above the right eye, has a wide crack, usually caused by a sharp object and strong force. Front torso, face, and back portion of forearms suffer numerous lacerations. Victim most likely succumbed to blood loss before being placed in water.
Okay, so whoever is killing them is making it so that they can't use their lungs. So...
Well, they're trying to make it look like an accident.
Well, true, but I'm just saying, like, maybe it's because when they tried to kill Sophia, they put her in a well, right? So maybe she was like, I was drowning, and I couldn't use my lungs, and now you can't use your lungs because you're a bitch, you know what I mean? A lot of stabbing going on.
Mm-hmm. All of a sudden, yeah, I don't know, it seemed like everybody died differently, and all of a sudden we're like, nope, everyone was stabbed to death.
Alright, keep going.
It would be a whole, like, weirder if they burned and then stabbed his burned corpse afterwards. Mm-hmm. Well, so
it's crunchy, too.
But it makes sense as to why it looked... being that burned all over makes it seem like he didn't try to get out very well. And of course they're trying to blame it on the fact that he was drunk, but it sounds like he might have been dead already. Vivian Roberts, 55-year-old white male found lying in front of mansion gates.
Female.
What did I say?
Male.
Pronounced dead at the scene. 12 centimeter wide, 7 centimeter deep crack found on the right side of the head. So she was also hit in the head. Impact caused by strong force with a sharp object. Laceration of the front torso, backsides of both forearms. Victim died from loss of blood. So Vivian and Dr. Johnson died very similarly.
Hold on, hit to head. Anything to her lungs?
No.
I mean, I know you're laughing at me, but I'm just saying that could be a thing. Alright. There's a picture of the fucking thing. Yes.
There's more darts on it.
Okay.
Can I keep it? Of course I fucking can. Maybe it will finally make sense. The darts.
Alright, read them to me. Red darts first.
Okay, well, we gotta remember how this shit is scored. Hold on.
Well, if you just tell me where it is, we can score it later.
Okay. Red dart, 18 outer ring.
Okay.
20 inner ring.
Okay.
And bullseye. So we were right, the darts didn't stay there forever. Because how the fuck would they?
Alright, read me the yellows.
Yellow darts. The 7 spot on the outside. Those are the same, right? If it's in the spot, then it's a single?
Yeah.
And 2. Code for Charles' safe in the gallery is Vincent's birthday. How could I not have thought about that? Call Sheriff James. Check his file 7741. Here, I'll write that one over here. That's got to be his drawer. We didn't need that clue about the gallery safe because we already opened it.
And does he mean check Charles's file or Vincent's file?
I don't know. But we're going to open that and check all the files.
Yeah.
Alright, cool beans, cool beans. I looked at all that already. Okay.
Did you looked at those photos?
Yeah, we've been in here before.
Oh, okay, that's right.
That was,
not the briefcase.
correct. So those are not the same darts.
No. Can you remove them?
No. So I wonder if we need to combine what's actually there with the photo, or if we need to go off of just what the photo is. Don't know.
When we're ready to do that, let me know and I'll use my phone calculator. Oh my god, I'm not on the stream. I've missed 47 minutes of points.
Oh my gosh. You'll be alright. Let's see.
Come on.
I don't remember where Dorothy lives.
I know you've got it somewhere.
I want to say she's the one on Silver Lake.
What's her last name?
Patterson.
Miss 40 Black Pine. The Night Owl says, it took us a bit, but your dad was determined and solved the dartboard puzzle.
Did he? Let's go over here. Let's go do this. Nearby. Hey! Oh, for a second I thought there was nothing in here. I was about to be pissed. To Sheriff Howard. Okay, so this is from the coroner that did the autopsy reports. The crack in Vivian's skull shows that the weapon used... Oh, and this was in 97, so this was a while after she died. Shows that the weapon used is an object with the heavy and sharp end. Something like an axe would fit the description. Oh, and there's an axe missing from Bernard's house. To cause a crack that big, the attacker must be rather strong. I'm assuming it's either a man or a strong woman who's experienced in the use of the weapon. The victim must have been facing the attacker because of the lacerations found on the front of her torso, as well as the backside of both forearms, showing that she tried to block the attacks by holding up her arms.
Ew.
The fatal strike landed on the right side of the victim's head, just above her right eyebrows. This clarifies the following: that the victim was facing the killer, that the killer is strong enough to land such a clean but deadly blow, and that the killer is left-handed.
Gross. It was Sellison.
Since the murder weapon was never recovered and confirmed, my assumption of it being an axe still remains. Since this is me doing you a solid, do not, under any circumstances, leak this information or I'll be in big trouble. The guys here in Grand City don't want anyone more than necessary to know about these details. Hope the above information helps. Sean Smith.
No, it was submitted too late. We're done reading, or we're done reading. Doesn't count. Doesn't count. It counts. Alright, are you ready? Can you open any other of the cabinets there?
No, that was it.
Okay.
These are locked. What?
Yeah, it was like you unlocked because it's locked from up
Oh,
here.
it unlocks the whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Alright, here we go.
You're smarter than me. I would have definitely left all these things behind.
And we would have missed a lot.
Go ahead, Heck.
File number 9553-24.
I don't feel like you need to read that part.
Well, I'm reading it anyway. Vivian Roberts murder case, record of alibi, interview record, recorded July 25th, 1995. Interview to Charles Roberts. I wasn't here.
Poverty stricken, but still I'm a-sticking to the things I know to be facts. One day it's feathers and the next day chicken while I'm picking my yakety axe. Everybody says...
I wasn't here when my wife was killed. I left for New York on July 18th to attend a conference meeting that was supposed to last for 3 days. I was supposed to be back on the weekend, on the morning of July 20th. However, I received a phone call from our butler, Bernard, informing me that Vivian had been murdered. I could not believe what I heard. I cut short my trip and immediately came back to Painscreek. Recorded July 25th, 1995. Interview to Matthew Brooks.
Okay, I'll be Matthew. I got this.
Okay, got it.
There is an annual religious gathering event in Hartford where pastors from different churches in our state's vicinity meet and discuss what we can to help our society. The event started on July 18th and ran for 5 days, so it ended on July 23rd. I represent Painscreek Trinity Church at the event. Our church can confirm this because we had to cancel our Sunday service that week.
You should have done it like you were chanting in church. Recorded July 25th, 1995. Interview to Bernard Hopkins. I was prepared for the fundraising event when I felt sick. However, there was no one who could really do my job, so I kept working. At about 9 in the evening, I was too sick to continue, so I had to bid Vivian goodnight and head back to home. Dorothy Patterson saw me leave. No, there's no one else that lives there. I live alone.
Dorothy Patterson. Yes, Bernard was not feeling well that day, so he left slightly earlier than usual. However, he finished his work before he left. When I saw how sick he appeared, I wondered how he could have kept on working. Well, I guess that's why the Roberts family trusts him so much. Me? I was around the mansion most of the time, either preparing the food or making sure that the other maids were doing their jobs. The fundraising event, which was to be held the following day, was important to Vivian, so we were all making sure that everything would be perfect. By the time Mary left, it was already past midnight. I locked the doors and then went home myself. No, I live alone.
Recorded July 25th, 1995. Mary Martinez. My name is Mary Martinez. I had been working in the kitchen for the past few days for the upcoming fundraiser event. Jimmy's Bakery was supposed to deliver the cakes, but a few days before the event, they called to inform us that they can't make it. Suddenly, I was in charge of the cakes. I was so mad because he didn't have much time, and this event was supposed to be extremely crucial for Vivian's business. But after hearing that Vivian was murdered, all my anger and work just sort of became irrelevant.
Derek Tyler. I remember dropping Mr. Roberts off at the airport on July 18th around 2. I was supposed to come back after that to drive around for Vivian, but she told me to take a break since I haven't had a day off for quite some time. I decided to visit a friend of mine who was moving upstate to West Dakota. What sort of friend? An elementary school buddy that used to live here, but moved when he received a scholarship. Stayed at his place for a few days before coming back to Painscreek. Yes, he can vouch for me. I have his number at home. I can give it to you later.
Derek never gave me the number!
Dun dun dun.
It's empty!
Drawer.
A car key!
A car key!
A car key!
Wait.
Vroom.
Is that a whistle?
It's a rape whistle.
The little truck.
A little truck and some spectacles. We can't pick up any of that shit?
It's
Oh,
just
our time's up.
the lost and found. It's just the lost and found.
Just the lost and found.
You can't take the things. Salsons do not trust who made the food or the cake. Where do you have a problem with cakes?
No, Night Owl said that.
No.
I think you said Cellison.
I said no. Did I say something? I said no.
I think you said Cellison.
I'm assuming it's gotta be the key-eyes car key. Oh, it could have been, yeah. Like a hunting whistle of some kind. Duck whistle or dog whistle or... Oh, it even says it belongs to Marvara. Lockbox 201. Hey, we finally have Lockbox. That's the room that he stayed in.
Anything else? Another journal?
Little notepad. Cute. My head hurts. My tire's flat, phone's not working. Someone trying to stop me from leaving Painscreek? Am I close to discovering something? Oh god. I thought he was the one. It was wrong. He's not the killer. He's not! That
was a little intense.
That wasn't super helpful. I was thinking, you know how when somebody gave him this, it says the secret lies with her. Do you think they meant specifically, directly?
In her body?
Like her, well no, like this? The pendant that we found? With the code on it?
I don't know.
Okay, so whoever he thought the killer was not the killer, but we don't know exactly who he thought was the killer by the end of it.
Well, they keep saying it's not Scott. Do you think that's just like a very giant misdirect and it actually is Scott?
No, I don't think it's Scott. Because then who killed Scott, you know?
I don't know, not important.
He's on to me and I had to hide the key in one of the drains by the roadside he'll never find.
Don't do that yet.
Relax. Find the key in one of the drains. By the roadside? That's not super specific as to which roadside it's in. Fuck, is this a photo of? Okay. Are we supposed to...
I don't know how to spell that word, so that's why I'm writing.
Pull on that or something?
Maybe.
Where is that? Oh. What's the button for? Okay, so there's a little button on the bottom of it.
Okay.
I'm not sure where that is, though.
Stephen
Okay,
Moss.
just making sure. Ever since I received the messages and the key, I've been following this anonymous person blindly. What a fool I have been. I need to revisit my investigation notes and see if I might have missed anything important. I looked through the alibis recorded by Sheriff Howard. There were 6 interviews. Charles, Matthew, Bernard, Dorothy, Mary, and Derek. Then I noticed it. One of them is lying. It was recorded that there was an event, yet I remember reading somewhere about it being cancelled. Where did I read it again? I can't seem to remember. Oh my god, I've just realized that that the E in all of the killer's messages is slightly off in comparison to all of the other letters. If I can find that typewriter, I can find who killed Vivian.
Yeah, it's just like the Perot thing.
Okay.
Who had a typewriter? We saw a typewriter.
I know we saw a typewriter, I'm not sure. Scott did. I'm pretty sure in Scott's room it said...
You calling me a liar? I ain't calling you a truther.
I'm pretty sure Scott had one that, because he started to type, I know who killed my mother.
Yeah.
Alright, Black Pine. Let's go find Dorothy's house.
Yeah, and he typed in mother, so we'd be able to see if the E on mother is jacked up. Where are we going?
Dorothy. Supposedly, she'll have the key to the Photolab, and then in the Photolab, we can get the goddamn shovel. And the shovel is going to be the key to all our problems.
And then we can dig up Sophia.
Do we want to dig up Sophia?
Why wouldn't we want to dig up Sophia? We can zoom her body. Okay. No, a pendant.
Mother Mary.
Alright, if you say so. Pray for us.
Okay. Another diary. 95. Scott was released from prison this morning. Matthew went to pick him up. There's a lot of tension here in Painscreek. Most people think of Scott as a murderer. Charles tried to stop Trisha from seeing Scott, but it's no use. She was already waiting for him at the cabin. Charles is drinking again. He couldn't stop Trisha from trying to see Scott, yet Scott seems to be avoiding her. Trisha should not have been discharged from the hospital at this point. She still needs help and rehabilitation. From what? Is it, like, just anxiety?
Shock.
Derek and Scott fought at the market today. Derek asked Scott why he's avoiding Trisha. None of your business. Scott didn't say anything. He just walked away. Derek told him not to come back anymore. It's sad to see what's happening to them now. They used to be such good friends. Oh my god! Scott was killed?!
Hold on, let me write that down.
Such a good entry.
Well, actually, it may not mean that he was killed that day. I don't know if we have his actual date death, right?
He was killed on the 15th. That's when they believed the time of death was. Natalie said, the handwriting's so neat, must be a psychopath. I also think it's funny that she, like, skips lines when I'm like, I don't think normal people would do that in their own diaries.
I skip lines in my diary.
Oh.
It gives it proper structure.
Maybe Heck is also a psychopath?
You're a psychopath. Never tell a psychopath that they're a psychopath.
Trisha's been going crazy ever since Scott died. She sometimes screams in the middle of the night.
Weirdo.
Here and there, she'll ask us why Scott hasn't visited her for a while. No one seems to know how to answer without agitating her condition. Trisha's finally being admitted to the hospital for another mental breakdown. Charles doesn't know what to do. I've asked for his permission to take care of Trisha at the hospital until she recovers. I think Charles appreciates my help. What?
read what our friend said.
We're not both psychopaths.
And then Night Owl 100'd it. That's not nice, guys. Alright, my turn. December 27th, 1995. Daughter of ex-mayor found dead at Painscreek Community Hospital. Trisha Roberts falls 40 feet... Okay, so it was Trisha. Oh. Holy crap. Okay, hold on. Here, you write that down. Just write a new line. Trisha Roberts falls 40 feet from rooftop, lands on head, and dies. By Johnny Walker. Yesterday morning, the body of Trisha Roberts was found on the grounds of Painscreek Community Hospital. She was pronounced dead at 7:20 a.m. According to Miss Thompson, she was starting her morning shift when she heard some sound near the reception area. She went out to find Trisha lying motionless. Blood was flowing out from her head. She quickly called Dr. Bennett, the attending physician for the day's morning shift, who brought Trisha to the emergency room at once. Unfortunately, it was too late. The hospital CCTV shows that Trisha Roberts was walking around the hospital at around 6:30 a.m. She headed to the roof at 6:54 a.m. A few minutes later, her body was found on the ground, 3 floors below. Charles Roberts, ex-mayor and father of the deceased. Hold on. The hospital is now checking to see why the roof door was not locked. Investigation is still pending regarding Trisha's death. Wow, that sucks.
You would think it was a murder. Oh, we got an achievement for having found all of the newspaper articles.
Can we grab the pen?
Newspaper articles. No, we could not.
Newspaper article?
Newspaper
article? Any sconces? No.
I know, right? Now we gotta check the sconces in every damn house. Whether it looks that way or not.
Taking care of business every day.
Sophia. Why would she have a Sophia lockbox? Okay, hold on. We got the Bible.
Oh, goodness. January 18th, 1996. Dear Dorothy. Who is it? It's Oliver.
Oh.
Dear Dorothy, I want to express my heartfelt gratitude for all you've done for me. You've taken care of my store on so many occasions. You've helped maintain its bright spirit. I would be lying if I said that I'm not saddened by your departure. I will greatly miss you. I wish you all the best in your new place. Do invite me there once you're settled in. May God be with you. Best regards, Oliver Gibson. Oliver Photolab cleaning.
So she cleaned his place regularly.
And there's a key. Don't forget the key.
Okay. Yes! It looks like a house key. It's gotta be Oliver's thing.
Found house key. Is it her date of death?
Yeah.
What's that?
It's what's on her locket.
Oh, okay. You remembered that off the back of your head?
Hell yeah, I did. Because we kept talking about it. We're like, 0526, 0526, what could that be? Why would she have this? Because I've been thinking, like, we need to find something that was owned by Sophia. Would be the only thing that would be a clue to, because Scott didn't have that. He didn't grab it. Oh, it's Sophia Miller. Okay, we know her last name now.
Okay.
I don't think I knew her last name before. I don't know, Bingo Bard. This is Dorothy's house. She was the nanny for Trisha. So she took care of Trisha pretty much her entire life. 1974.
Wow.
I know some people don't like me. Wanda always picks on me, and Bernard ignores me most of the time. Andrew, well, he's okay as long as I'm not in his garden. Dorothy cares a lot for me, though. I like her. Tom, our security guard, treats me with respect even though I'm just a housemaid. Vivian and Charles are kind to me. Oh, and Matthew, too. Almost forgot about him. He's been taking care of me forever, certainly as long as I can remember. I'm a lucky girl. Matthew talks to me whenever he has time. Sometimes I feel he's trying to escape his chores at the church. We'll talk about everything under the sun, our hopes, dreams, futures. Reminds me of our days at the orphanage. Landing a job here as a maid was the best thing that could have happened to me. However, I never imagined I'd be having an affair with a married man, let alone my employer. Now I'm carrying his child. How do I face Matthew? I received a letter from Matthew today saying that he'll be extending his stay in Indonesia for 6 more months. It's always been him. He's always had a noble heart, wanting to help people everywhere. I miss him, but I'm glad he decided to extend his stay there. It gives me time to prepare how I'll explain my situation to him. I don't know how I'll take it if he just hears the truth blurted out once he gets back. I received a telegram this morning from Matthew wishing me a happy birthday. He told me he had a special birthday present prepared for me. All I need to do is find the clues that he placed in our favorite places. He's waiting for my telegram after I've solved the puzzle.
Telegram?
It was the 70s. I've actually solved it already, but I don't know what to say to him. What should I do? My baby was born today at 8:20 a.m., and it's a boy. He looks just like Charles. Dorothy's taking good care of us. She prepares the food and attends to my needs. I almost feel like I'm her boss. Charles visits me all the time, asking if we need anything else. I told him he didn't have to come so often, and to instead focus on work. As a mayor, he must have a lot on his mind. Charles told me that his mother, Magdalene, will be arriving in 2 weeks. She knows about our relationship. I feel nervous because she's a strict woman. At the same time, I'm happy because she told Charles to take responsibility for me and my son. Soon I won't have to be a maid anymore. Charles decided to name our child Vincent Roberts. I like that name. Sophia Miller story. So I guess that's the only thing she has. Go ahead.
Alright. March 8th, 1975. Dear Sophia. Dear Sophia, who is writing this? Go to the last page so I can get the voice right.
Matthew.
So they're about the same age, considering the youngest. Dear Sophia.
He liked her.
How have you been? I hope everyone is treating you well at the mansion. It's been 6 months since my missionary work started here in Indonesia. Life here's hard, but meaningful. I thought my life at the orphanage was miserable, but after coming here, I realized I am blessed more than I could ever imagine. I'm supposed to be back in 1 week's time, but I recently decided that I'll be extending my stay here for another 6 months. I haven't received any letters from you for a while now. I hope you are doing well. Remember the time when we were at the orphanage? You said that you don't want to be poor anymore? I think God heard your call and brought you to Painscreek. Charles and Vivian told me they were glad I introduced you to them. They said you are a hard-working person with a kind heart, and that us being related was not the reason they hired you. You got the job on your own merit. I did not know whether or not to tell them we are not actually cousins. I feel bad for lying to them. I guess I'll have to tell them the truth someday. Having said that, I'm glad that you are in Painscreek. We can talk and meet anytime, just like the good old days at the orphanage. I will do my best here. I hope you can wait for me. Best regards, Matthew Brooks. P.S. I have prepared a special present for your birthday. Wait for my telegram that day.
Creeper.
You're an adulterer. Stop. Don't get pregnant with Charles' baby. Stop.
Okay. I don't think there's anything else in there.
Please wait for me when I come back from Indonesia. Stop.
Because I'm in love with you.
Stop.
At the Applebee's.
Her telegram would just be, stop.
Little says, if she had given birth to a girl, Grandma would not have cared. Yeah, I do get the impression that she cared a lot more because it was a boy.
Mm-hmm. It's like a soap opera.
Mm-hmm.
That song's annoying.
Yeah, BH was not entirely sure what that opens. And then this has got to be Oliver's.
Yes, finally. Wanting to go there forever. So was Matthew not a priest when he came to Painscreek, or was he a priest and that's why he was doing a mission?
Yes.
Okay, because he keeps saying, wait for me. Wait for him for what? Like,
Because he wanted to be with her.
but he's a priest.
He was, well, I don't know if he's
Well,
a
are they
priest.
Catholic?
Yeah.
Because
I
they're
don't
calling
know.
him father. You don't call a deacon father. Well, Trinity Church. I don't know, it sounds like they might be Baptist or Methodist or something. Where's New England? Is this like fucking...
It doesn't say.
Is this New England or something like that?
Made up.
Yeah, no, I know, but I mean, where's it supposed to be?
Guys needed a male heir, which is ridiculous.
I want all female heirs. Post office. Thank God.
Not the post office. Oliver's Photolab.
Damn it. Photolab. I knew that, but for some reason I kept hearing P and was like, post office.
I mean, there are lots of photos here.
They're nice. Yes. Lights.
We're supposed to find things in the photos.
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out. I was like, if they do that, then they could still be pastors, but clearly not Catholic. Well, unless they can burn. We had a priest that had a wife and kids, and he used to be Methodist. It was really weird. Talked about it all the time.
So yeah, some of these are photos of Painscreek.
Okay, any secrets? Do you see Sophia?
Just see somebody standing on the roof of one of them.
Yeah, I mean, why not, right? Another fax machine. Oh, a credit card? What is that?
It's a
Oh, stapler.
Stapler.
Your turn.
95 from the office of Church Haven. Dear Mr. Oliver Gibson, we regret to hear that Father Matthew will not be joining any part of the annual religious gathering event from July 8th. He didn't go.
Okay, hold on. Matthew didn't go to Indonesia?
No, he didn't go to the event that was his alibi for Vivian's murder. Annual religious gathering event from July 18th till the 23rd in South York. We received Father Matthew's memo yesterday stating that he was not feeling well. I assume he has also informed you about this last-minute change. Please send him our regards. We wish him a swift recovery so he may serve the people of Painscreek soon. Ooh.
He's going. He did it.
So that's at least... Oh my god, thank god.
A ranch.
Okay. What about the shovel?
It's right there.
Yes. All tools found, okay? That's all I've wanted this whole game. That's a pencil.
A diary.
Even Oliver had a diary?
Night Owl says, one of the Catholic priests that married Barb and Joe was Ukrainian, and he could get married as long as he did it before he took his final vows. Interesting. I know that there was some, there are priests in Africa that can get married or are married. But usually in the United States, that's not really something that happens a lot. But, I don't know. I'm not a statistical person on Catholicness. January 3rd, 1996. We just attended Trish's funeral this morning. Charles tried to be strong, but by the end of the ceremony, his face was wet. Dorothy cried her heart out. It truly pains the soul to witness so many deaths occur here in Painscreek. Every one of those deaths was of a person I knew, and some were very close to me. Among them, Vivian's death shocked me the most. Despite what the media said, I will not, for even a moment, believe that Scott killed her. It just doesn't make sense to me. Trisha's death hurt the most, probably because I spent the last few years mentoring her. She was smart, kind, and very talented. She was turning into a very promising young woman. We saw that movie. With her passing, Charles has lost all his family members. He's all alone. I can't imagine the pain he is going through. August 14th, 1996. Dorothy left Painscreek early February, a month after Trisha's funeral. The hospital closed shortly after. By the end of the month, Charles had packed and departed Painscreek for good. Wanda passed away on March 12th, 1996. Her cancer had spread too far and too deep. The doctors could not save her. 2 weeks after her funeral, Derek moved out of Painscreek. Autumn is approaching. My photography store will be closing by the end of this month. I have many things to say, but there's no one left to confide in.
No.
Anyways, I've been thinking about retiring for quite a while now. Maybe the time has come. So he is leaving in a few months, so by the end of 1996.
Mm-hmm. No, it says, of course it was a person you knew. Small town, everyone knows everyone. Yeah.
What's this guy's name?
Oliver Gibson, I believe.
Okay.
Okay, that was his only diary, according to the achievements. No drugs.
Or alcohol.
Take the broom.
Take a pee.
You know, I'm good.
Lame. Check the vase.
I was like, is there an urn?
Do you have a key for it?
No, doesn't look like it's unlockable.
Well, the last time I did that, it said it's locked. Oh, you said it'll say unlock.
Yeah, it'll change.
Unlock?
No. It'll change to unlock if you're over the keyhole or the doorknob or whatever it's supposed to. But we have a shovel, a wrench, and a hammer. I'm just gonna break all the windows and things.
No.
I'm gonna break all the things.
No.
Why can't I break all the things?
Because you're not supposed to break all of the things. Bonus.
I'm gonna break all the things.
No.
Can't get into the car? Smash it with a hammer. Can't get in through that door? Just break the window. All the tools! I can do all of the things now. Okay. Big rock. Have time capsule.
Cool.
That's Springs, bro. Scott is gone and Trisha's dead. How did this happen? We held Trisha's funeral last week. There could have been more people if there should have been more. This village will be barren in a few months to a year. My generation is just moving out. The old generation is simply dying out. I will also be leaving here soon. Once my mother passes on, once I can't take care of her any longer. The night Vivian died, I saw Scott meeting her. I was at a distance from where they were arguing. I couldn't hear the details, but I could tell they were disagreeing. When Scott left and went back to his cabin, I followed him. I watched him through the window till early morning, all the time thinking, how have we drifted so far? How could Trisha choose him over me? Am I not good enough for her? The police questioned me when Scott was suspected of killing Vivian. I know he didn't do it, but I decided not to tell them what I knew. What a dick. With Scott locked up, I could have a chance to be with Trisha. I didn't expect that this small omission on my part would eventually lead to Scott's death. When Scott died, Trisha ended her life. In a way, I too died that day. I never wished for Scott to die, nor Trisha. I hope they can forgive me. Derek Tyler.
Okay, so we believe that Trisha committed suicide. Scott was murdered.
Mm-hmm. Well, he was stabbed, so he was definitely murdered. That's fucking another chess piece.
Oh, it's them.
1987.
Aw, they look cute. Best friends forever.
If only.
Best friends forever. What?
Trisha, congratulations, I'll always love you from Mom. Why do you have that?
Because Trisha probably put it in there.
Oh, right, because this wasn't originally a time capsule. Sorry. I was like, why did Derek do all this? He didn't. So there's some jam. Another chess piece. This is a bishop.
Yeah. What number is that?
9. So we finally have the bishop piece. Yes, this is the time capsule.
Living room and study room. Okay. Hospital.
Future Detective Scott. Aw. Well, I mean, he did become kind of detective-worthy, so he's saying there's like...
Secret in the Bush father's room.
The hidden room and the study room. Did we find that one? I think we did.
I don't know.
I think that's where we found the stuff about Magdalene. Underground secret passage. By underground, do you mean the sewers or something else? Secret room above father's room. I don't think we found that. Should we keep that? We're not going to keep that. We also can't take a picture of it.
Underground secret passage. Where? What road is that?
Between the mansion and the church, so that's Silver Lake.
Yay, we did it! See if you can dig up Sophia.
No.
Lame.
But it says the secret lies with her. They must mean literally. Can I dig up anybody's grave?
Prescott's.
I'll dig up anybody's grave. Let's see, did the shovel go away? No. Okay. It's not a one-use shovel. Okay, well...
Did we ever open this gate?
No.
What kind of keys do we have?
BH.
Okay.
Well, I guess let's go to Bernard's house. I'm hoping with the hammer we can at least pull up the floorboard. And then maybe in there's something that will be unlocked by the key. Bernard.
Bernard! What's Bernard's last name?
Hopkins. So you cannot dig up Sophia's coffin. It did not look like it. Alright, this...
That's Bernard's?
I think so. We'll know for sure if we find Vivian's book.
Okay.
Grave digger.
I don't think this is Bernard's house. Whose house is this? Whose house is this?
Reveal yourself!
A lady lived here. Oh, this has gotta be the... I mean, for real, this has gotta be the Tyler's house. Okay.
A lady lives here. Pink flower comforter. You're like, a lady lived
I
here.
was like, this ain't Bernard's house. He didn't have no lady.
He would have had blue flowers. This is ridiculous. You used to say redonkulous a lot.
Can you look?
I did look. I
Where
didn't
is that?
see anything. Look again. He said his last name is Hopkins?
Yeah. $31 silver. I was right, it's on silver, I think. And this is... This is just the church.
The way these neighborhoods are designed is weird.
A little bit. Okay, so it's counting down this way. But he's just further
There's
down.
still clothes out here too. If this was an apocalypse game, we would just take those clothes, put them on. There it is. Oh. Shit. Bernard, right?
Bernard! Okay, I think the bloody floorboard is upstairs. Bro, you didn't try his door? Well, I mean, I guess he said he came in here, but he didn't find anything. Okay, so this gets us into his bedroom. It's an interesting trick. Bernard, as far as we know, is not dead, though, so he could have killed everybody, for all we know.
I'm a serial murderer. Day 1, the hospital gave me these pills. They are supposed to help fight depression. Day 2, I feel a slight dizziness. It might be the food that I ate this morning. Day 3, the dizziness comes and goes. I'm still able to work. Not a big problem. You skipped day 4. Day 5, it's my day off today. I didn't take the medication. By the evening, I started thinking about Vivian.
You taking pills to forget Vivian? What is happening?
Is she dead yet? We don't know.
That says maybe you're smarter than the P. Yeah, sure, there is no dates on these, so...
Day 8. Oh my god. Why are you doing it like that? Day 8. I had to drive Vivian again, so I took double the dosage. I had a migraine for the rest of the day. At least I didn't have to think about her. Day 11. Couldn't Vivian stop seeing that guy? Why can't I stop thinking about it? Day 12. Now I know that my dizziness comes from those pills. Day 20. The pills. They don't seem to work anymore. It doesn't matter if I take them or not. I can't stop imagining what Vivian and that guy are doing whenever they meet.
It's starting to sound a little obsessive.
Day 32. I stopped taking the medication.
I don't know if that's a good idea. Okay. Okay, Bernard sounds a little psycho. Oh, fuck.
Bitch.
So was he fine with the fact that Vivian was married, but then when she cheated on Charles, then all of a sudden it was an issue? Oh, dates on this one. So that one was a drug log. This one's an actual diary.
Do you want to read it or do you want me to read it?
I got it.
Okay.
January 12th, 1995. I drove Vivian today since Derek is out of town with Charles. As I was driving, we talked. She expressed that despite having a successful business, she felt empty and tired. Trisha hates Vivian for trying to stop her from seeing Scott. She seems to be really bothered by the name Vincent, and her relationship with Charles seems to be just for show. I wish I could comfort her. She's going through so much right now. If only I could confess to Vivian how much respect I have for her, how much I admire her. Ever since Trisha brought up the name Vincent, Vivian has been pretty quiet. Even during dinner, she hardly spoke. I can barely remember the last time Vivian appeared happy. I don't think anyone can blame her. Wanda hasn't been coming to work for a while now. Her illness is getting worse. I wonder how she's coping.
Salison says, if she's going to cheat, she needed to cheat with him.
That's kind of the vibe I'm getting. That he was like, well, if she's married, I'll leave it alone. But it's like, but, oh, now she's got a man on the side?
Right. Are Bernard and Derek fucking related? Like, they don't like me.
Why didn't she choose me?
Obviously, it's her fault because I'm a stand-up guy. Bingo Bard said, this man might need to speak to a therapist and maybe move to another town.
Well,
yeah, definitely.
Somebody gave him the drugs, probably Dr. Johnson, though.
Yeah. Maybe he assumed at this point she and Charles were in a sexless marriage.
Derek wasn't available to drive Vivian again, so I offered to help. It's been a month since I first drove for her. She's been opening up more to me, telling me about the struggles she's faced with, her rocky relationship with Charles, how she really dislikes Scott. Sometimes I would give her some suggestions when she asked what she should do. Other times she just wants someone to listen to her. Mostly I'm just happy to be with her. Vivian seems rather distraught recently. During the afternoon tea gathering, I stood outside the room and tried to listen to the conversations.
God damn, they need to hire new staff.
She feels miserable being with Charles. They hardly look at each other, let alone speak. Personally, I don't think Charles deserves her. I finished reading Vivian's biography. Half the facts were incorrect. The writer should have done his homework better. Sometimes when I'm driving for Vivian, she asks me to drop her off at the corner of a street, typically in front of Tom's Cafe. She's always telling me that she'll make it back home on her own. It aroused my curiosity, so after dropping her off today, I parked the car and watched her. She ordered a cup of coffee to go. She then left the cafe and walked up the street for about 5 minutes to a residential area. She stopped in front of an apartment and pressed the doorbell. Shortly after, a man in his early 30s wearing a suit opened the door. He leaned over and hugged Vivian. She gave the coffee to him and they exchanged some words. I couldn't hear what they said. They then entered the apartment.
I'm sorry.
Together. Who is he?
1 second.
It's okay, it's a good look for me. Both of us, look at us.
That's my favorite face right there. Sorry.
She's just unplugging things with her feet.
I had to move my leg, it was cutting off circulation to my feet.
This is the 6th time I've followed Vivian. After she went into the building with the guy, I parked the car nearby to wait for her to come out. Is this considered stalking? Yes. Yes, it is. About 2 hours later, a cab stopped out in front of the apartment. Shortly afterwards, Vivian came outside, and
Good hunting, stalker.
The man followed closely behind. They chatted for a bit. Vivian looked extremely comfortable with him. Before leaving, she kissed him on the cheek. What's going on? What the fuck do you think, Bernard?
Also, mind your business.
I tracked down the guy. He works at a bank.
Okay.
The place they meet is his apartment. How could she do that? Who the hell is he? I reported sick for the 3rd consecutive day. As I laid in bed, I kept thinking on why Vivian would be seeing another man. No matter what Charles did to her, she has kept her faith in him throughout the years. How could she be having an affair now? She's better than that. She's supposed to choose me.
Fucking weirdo.
Oh, fuck. Well, I mean, can we blame Vivian for having an affair after he had a child with somebody else? That's why they're having a loveless marriage.
Especially since they had been together for so long, and then she finds out, like, oh, for the 21 years that we had, you know, our daughter, you also had a son, and they might have had sex. Like, ew.
I didn't do this. Why are all these open?
I know what I was saying. I was like, have you been in here before? Sus.
Weird.
Are you sure you haven't been in here before?
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Yeah, because this is the keyed room. Weird.
Okay. Bloody floorboard was in here.
To the right.
Nice. Hey, can I take the nails? No? I can pick it up? Oh god. Serrated blade. There's, what did it say? Dried blood on it? Dried blood stains on it. Guys, I think we found a murder weapon.
Take a picture of the floor.
So he killed somebody. But I don't know that he killed everybody. Do we know who the banker is? I'm surprised he wouldn't have killed the banker. Alright, you gotta figure out how to open a drawer. Go. It's the red darts minus
try
the
Vivian's
yellow.
birthday. Do we know
We
Vivian's
don't know
birthday?
her birthday. No, he said that it's the code with the darts, though.
Oh, this is the dart?
Oh, does he have...
No, that's not right. It was a single...
But is it in here somewhere? No, it's not.
I think it's at the hotel. or the mansion.
First blood.
Do you want to try and figure out the code or no?
We can, but I don't know. I see. Yes, we can. I'm sorry. I was wrong. Alright, give me the instructions on how to do the scoring. Okay, so we had red 18 outer, and it's a double ring. Was it in this?
Yeah.
Okay. So double it.
Do you want a separate piece of paper?
Sure.
Here, just do it on the back of this. I found the stabby weapon. So, but do we think he killed multiple people? They imply that Vivian was killed with something heavier than just a knife.
And then the 20 was on the inside. No, it was on the inner ring. It was in the skinny one.
I believe so, yes.
Triple. Jam. Triple. And then a bullseye.
Which is 50.
And then the yellow was, they're both singles, just 7 and 2. 9. Do you think we should combine it with the other ones?
Wilson says, hot potato but with knives. Whoever's holding it when the music stops has to stab someone. Meadow said, so far it sounds like some were stabbed, some were bludgeoned, and the maid was drowned. Well, Sophia she hit her head first. I don't think she really drowned either. She hit her head and then they dropped her in the well. Scott was definitely stabbed to death. Dr. Johnson and Vivian sound like they were both bludgeoned with something big and sharp like an axe. So, like, did Bernard go on a killing spree? He killed some people with an axe, killed some people with a knife?
Subtract yellow dart points from red's totals. That gives me 137. How long is the code?
4 digits.
I need to add these other ones.
Well, the other one, when you did it last before, you got like a -4?
Yeah, but if I add the reds and into this, it could give me a 4-digit code.
I know, I'm just trying stuff while you're doing that.
Try 0, 137.
Nice. I didn't think that was gonna work. I was like, it's gotta be 4 digits. Alright, we got another diary from Psycho Bernard. When the police reported that Vivian was murdered, I was floored. I still don't know what to do. My mind is blank. All I can think is, how did it happen? How can Vivian be dead? That doesn't necessarily mean that he didn't do it. Okay. Everyone's mourning about Vivian's death. People are coming or calling in to express their condolences. Charles hasn't been out of his room for days, and Trisha's crying her heart out. Dorothy has been assigning busy work to all the mansion employees, hoping that it would take their minds off of Vivian's death. Samuel, our security guard, has been reviewing all the tapes of the past 2 weeks for any suspicious activities. I wish I could be of any help. Scott was just apprehended for the murder of Vivian. Is that true? No one would have thought of that. I could never, ever believe that Scott would be capable of killing someone, let alone Vivian. Yet it makes me so mad. I feel confused. Okay, he didn't kill Vivian. He killed Scott. Because he thinks Scott killed Vivian. That's my guess. Trisha was admitted to the hospital today. She had a nervous breakdown after finding out that Scott could be her mother's killer. Her condition has been getting worse over the past few weeks, and no one has been able to properly help her. Charles finally decided to seek help from the hospital.
Yeah, because he had a serrated knife, not an axe. So yeah, he killed Scott.
Matthew never believed that his son killed Vivian. He hired some fancy lawyer to defend him. Scott's been released on bail today. It's beyond ridiculous. I don't think Scott should have been released at all. Despite the insufficient evidence, he killed Vivian. I know that he's guilty. Everyone knows it. They should have gone ahead and prosecuted him. The maids were cleaning the mansion when they found some stuff belonging to Vivian, a key and some stationery. I asked Charles what he'd like to do with them, but he told me to take care of it myself. I brought them back to my place. Vivian's death has caused lots of grief to everyone, especially Charles. After hearing how heartbroken Charles was 2 nights ago, I can't bear to see him suffer anymore. Scott should pay for what he did. Oh. Okay, we've got all of Bernard's. That's what that achievement was. Not impossible for serial killers to have more than one method, but not impossible. Yes. Bingo says, if all the killings were contained in work of a serial killers usually do not change their MO. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Unless they're all crimes of passion. Oh yes, and somebody... Trisha died off the roof. Neto said he could also be your brother, girl.
Alright, that's stuff of Vivian's that he got from the house. Looks like a desk key.
Desk key. The tea room?
Okay.
I'm pretty sure had one still. Which would make sense if there's like stationery and stuff. Okay. We still haven't gotten in. Well, we found more chest pieces, so we might be able to do the one in the study room. I don't know. Okay, so looks like desk key. I'm assuming it's the one in the mansion. What do we need this wrench for? Can be used on drain covers. Okay, that's how we're gonna find the key that Scott hid. But which drain is it in? We're just gonna look at all the drains?
Yeah.
Alright, back to El Machon. Roadside drains. If you see any, let me know.
Okay.
Pop them up. And this?
No, that's a downspout.
I'm gonna try this one. Small town, how many drains could there be? I mean, depends on how good their sewer system is, I guess. Oh, maybe we just have to look in the sewer. Maybe we don't get it from the top. Maybe we have to look from the bottom. Of course, we didn't see any keys down there. So, who knows? Tea room was upstairs, I think?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's confirm. This is the study room, that's the secret room.
Okay.
So we did get in here because it was behind the bookcase. We just haven't opened this drawer yet.
Which is the chess pieces.
Yes. Also keep an eye out for sconces, I guess. Why is there a button? Look at the button.
Let's do the veggie.
What?
I said, let's do the
Tea room. Drawer.
Yay!
Diary. Vivian Roberts. 95. Although we live in the same house, Charles and I hardly speak to each other. I know that he's been feeling guilty ever since his affair, but that was 20 years ago. It's high time I forgive him out loud. Next, I need to work things out with Trisha. I've been objecting her relationship with Scott for quite some time. In doing so, Trisha has been avoiding me. I've been a good mother, but I want to be there whenever she needs me from now on. From now. I just want things to go back the way they were. The agency has arranged for a new guy to help me. His name is Owen Smith. Quite a young man for what he has accomplished. During our meeting, Owen asked me many things as if he was interviewing me. The brief introduction turned out to be hours long. However, by the end of it, he said he has everything he needed and will get things moving right away. I have a good feeling about him. Owen called me to meet with me today. He had the papers ready for me to sign. He said that the location of the exhibition has been approved. All we need is the down payment. That's great. I signed the papers almost immediately. After that, I informed our accountant, Helen, to transfer the money from the Roberts Relief Funds since the hospital won't be needing it for a while. Owen's been a great help since we brought up the idea of an art gallery for the public. I'm not sure if things could have gone so quickly if it had been some other agent. I owe him that much. The art gallery will open in 3 months. I'm so excited about it. We have received most of the artwork from the contributors and artists. All I need is to ask Charles if he would be willing to donate some of his paintings. If this exhibition succeeds, it would be good for us and for Painscreek. I haven't felt this alive in a very long time. I have a purpose now. Ooh. That's sad. So she doesn't confirm... Oh, we've gotten all of Vivian's diaries. She doesn't confirm that she was having the affair with Owen, but it seems like that might be likely.
I don't think she was having an affair. I think that Bernard was just so blinded by his affection for her that he assumed that she was having an affair.
He said he saw them kiss.
On the cheek.
You're right. You're right.
Very French.
You're right. Because I thought that too. I was like, maybe she wasn't having an affair. But that does sound like she was trying to reconcile with Charles.
Yeah.
She was trying to reconcile with Charles. She was trying to make things better with Trisha. She was working on an exhibition. So that does kind of imply that she wasn't cheating on him. And Bernard's crazy. Yeah, so where the fuck do we think that sconce is?
Go down the hallway where Trisha's room is. It looks like they have a lot of lamps. They don't have a lot of wall fixtures, so it's probably not here. Yeah, go down that back hallway. Oh, there is no back hallway. I thought there was.
It did kind of look like this color wallpaper. I wish we could have kept the photo. Just take a look around, I guess.
There it is. No, the one on the right by the door. Try that one. No, try that. It was next to a door in the photo.
Bernard is crazy no matter what else is going on. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, it looked like it had a button on the bottom.
Were they white?
We're definitely like in the right area though, because there's a bunch of them around here.
Check behind the giant painting. Downstairs.
Someone jump. It's gotta be in this mansion somewhere.
The gallery?
Those are all the other kind.
It's too dark in here. And no door.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if it was a door or like the side of something. Okay, right. It's just the exercise room. Still a room we haven't gotten into.
does the map say on the mansion? What room is that?
Bathroom? This is an exercise room. Yeah, bathroom. That's right after that is maid room. I haven't gotten in here either. Guest room. Not to the bar. Is that the only hallway that has those?
Yes. Try downstairs again.
Yeah, I feel pretty confident now that Bernard killed Scott. Whether it was for justified reasons or not, hard to say. I'm in the hallway. It's the garage. I wish we could have taken that photo with us.
And you're sure we don't have it?
Yeah, it didn't say like content recorded.
Bugle Bar says, Bernard thought he was justified. He just might have unknowingly killed the wrong person.
Just a dent in the... All in all, it's just another dent in the wall.
Can you go back to the shed so I can get those, so we can confirm those, chess pieces?
Yes.
Let me write it on the back of your map.
You can write it on the back. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
Okay.
You can look around, confirm those things. If you want to keep looking for that sconce, go ahead.
Okay.
If you want to do something else, that's fine too.
Okay, no problem.
Okay, I'll be back.
Alright, I love you.
Don't solve the whole murder.
I will solve the whole entire murder all by myself. Ugh. Alright. Hi everybody, welcome to Painscreek Killings. My name is Hecubus909 and I'm gonna take you on an adventure. Are you ready? Drop those ravens in the chat, y'all. Hate the word y'all. How do I run? Really? I'm not going that fast. Okay. We got a 1. Alright, I'm just writing down the chess pieces again. Alright, no problem. Ah, Celison's ready. Good job, Celison. Thank you for being a contributor. Alright. Let's see, what do we have? And this is one of those. Right. C for camera. Alright. A rook. The castle-like pieces are called rooks. Thank you. Alright, let's see if we can find this, sconcity sconce. Or whatever you call it. I'm calling it a sconce. I think we have the right verbiage. And it doesn't matter because it's a light and we know what we're looking for. Alright, let's do the zoomies around the corner. Welcome to Painscreek. This is the mayor's mansion. We're selling it for $50 billion. Okay, we still have a room that's locked, but it doesn't have a keyhole, so perhaps we're not supposed to open it. Alright, here's another room. This is a stairwell. Where will it take us? Alright, cool. Wasn't there chess pieces in here too? No. Alright, we're all in the clear there. Nothing on this side. Okay, we can't open that. We can come in here, but I don't think they have any pieces of... No. Okay, we're looking Gucci. Nothing there. Can't get into that room. Whole lot of things that we can't get into. Seems a little stupid if you ask me. Like, whose house is this? Oh yeah, the dead lady's. She should have had things all set and in order before she died. Who just dies? Like, come on, lady. Like, who are you? A loser. Raven, I'm not finding anything. Just FYI. She doesn't care. Alright, nothing in here that we haven't already established as evidence and proof. Alright, we checked these. These literally do nothing. They're just there for what? Kicks and giggles. Alright, nothing there. There's a beautiful clock. There is a toolbox, but the toolbox is empty. But we have all the tools, so we don't need to look for tools anymore. Let's see. Selson said it was very inconsiderate of her to just die like that. Wasn't it, though? Like, who just dies? Like, don't just die like that. Jesus, Vivian. And then Robert, her husband, not Robert, Charles. Charles didn't take care of a damn thing. He was all like, oh, my wife is dead. Oh, shit, didn't mean to do that. Blah, 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 sob, sob, sob. Well, now, actually, hold on, let me pull this up. Hello? There's a bunch of hate mail stored in here. Okay, so I can't actually touch it. I was like, if we could pull up the hate mail, maybe we could tell who killed who. But I'm pretty sure we already know who killed who. Alright, I think I viewed everything on this side of the building. Yeah, I did all that already. Alright, time to go downstairs again. Their atmospheric decor. Alright. Did I look in here already? I looked somewhere already, and then I went upstairs. Okay, some more pictures of that woman. No one cares about that woman. Ah, here we go. Mother trucker. Okay, we got a horsey. We're in the... Where the hell are we? We're in a room. We're in an office.
Did you figure it out?
Does it look like I figured it out? What's a horse? A knight?
Yes.
And the little chubby round thing is a pawn?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah, have we ever found the king?
2. I don't think so. Bingo Bard said the thing I picked up earlier in the shed was a rook.
Because the clue was what? Knights, bishop.
Kings and knights, queens, and bishop, I think. Oops. See, I knew I had it somewhere else. Alright, let me just... Here, let me just... do one of these. You see?
Next, I'll do the thing she's gonna tell you. Oh.
Alright, let me scoot back over. Oh, bonus. Alright, so I reviewed everything on the upper floor. It doesn't look like there's anything that we need there. If you want to go systematically through the bottom floor at least one more time, and then we can determine if we've missed anything.
I'm just trying to see if we can figure out the study drawer.
With what we have?
Yeah. Where's the clue for that?
I don't know.
Okay, we don't necessarily need a king, maybe? Because we know that if that equals the same, then it's 5.
Well, I don't have a queen yet, either.
We found a queen once before.
Okay, well then it's just in my notes.
I just don't remember where that was now.
Somewhere.
In the attic?
I thought it was in the attic key. No, we found the attic key. We must have been in the hotel. Attic key. Look at your pictures. Look at this one. So that's a bishop and a rook?
No, this is a queen.
Okay, so it's not. And a rook?
Yes.
Okay, so yes, we have a queen.
That's the pawn. And the bishop was the one that we just found.
Yes, in the cemetery.
So 5.
519. Zero 519.
Well, there you have queen is 4. Right?
No, this is for king. Go to the hotel again. Because I think that's where I found these other ones.
Which other ones?
The king. Because I have down here king.
I don't think we ever found a king. That's definitely the knight and the pawn. Queen and the rook. We found the bishop in the graveyard. Do this next time, but I don't know where we found it. Who has yellowish orange chest pieces? Valid. Yeah, you need white or black. Do you give any indication as to where?
Nope. You're in the hotel?
Yeah.
It must have been in a hotel room or that closet. Is there any pieces over here? Check one of the hotel room drawers.
I think that's the queen. I think you wrote down king at first, and then we're like, no, wait, that wasn't the king, that was the queen, but...
I wrote down queen first, then I scratched it out and put king.
Oh. What other piece did we find with it, or was it alone? Scott had it.
Well, on second thought, yeah, it probably was somebody who would have been in the mansion at some point. Because otherwise, why would anybody else have pieces?
What don't you do?
Yeah, because the first time that we did this, you told me that that was a bishop, but it's not a bishop. I have the knight 5 and the pawn 2. I have the 1 and the 7, but I don't know where the 4 comes into play.
Somewhere we saw something with a 4 on it, and we don't know what it was.
Well, according to my notes, you said it was a king, but I don't know where we found it.
Okay. Well, it's 9 o'clock, so I guess we'll stop here, and we'll figure it out next time.
Next time.
You gotta do the outro.
I know, I'm just making sure I've got the right button ready. Alright, go ahead.
Okay.
I do?
Yeah, you can do it.
Why?
As always, I appreciate it.
Alright, everybody. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being to my stream with my beautiful wife. And we're so happy to have you here with us. Come back next Thursday for another stream. Everybody have a wonderful evening. Bye.